My name is Matthew Segal, and I am the Executive Director of the Student Association for Voter Empowerment, otherwise known as SAVE. I'm also a founder and national co-chair of the 80 Million Strong for Young American Jobs Coalition, which has organized nearly 30 nationally leading youth organizations to tackle the staggering rate of unemployment, increasing cost of a college education, and growing debt our generation faces. Co-chaired by SAVE, the Roosevelt Institute Campus Network, and Mobilize.org, our aim is to engage and direct our economic future by discussing the financial challenges of today's workers, proposing solutions to these challenges, and packaging these recommendations into legislative proposals at the federal, state, and municipal level. Born after 1980, the millennial generation is 80 million strong as a demographic, and more than 23 million of us voted in the 2008 election. As my fellow panelists have exhibited and will exhibit, the statistics are dire. Youth unemployment is over 18%, income averages are shrinking, especially for young minorities, and the prospect of affording a higher education is becoming more of a dream and less of a reality. As some economists have put it, we 20-somethings are the first generation likely to be less better off than our parents. So on July 14th and 15th in the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center, our coalition assembled over 100 diverse young people from more than 30 states around the country for a two-day summit focused on addressing many of these stark statistics. Numerous members of Congress spoke with our coalition, and we worked collaboratively to endorse various policy platforms that will create jobs and economic opportunity for the 80 million members of the millennial generation. As one of our summit participants who recently received a dual degree after having been on the dean's list throughout college stated, our first instinct is not to complain. We went to college to get a job and not to add to the nation's unemployment statistics. And like our summit participant, our coalition is not here today to complain. We came together because we want to contribute to the next stage of America's prosperity, and we have ideas on how to do so. Our proposals center on four areas: increasing entrepreneurship resources, student debt reform, access to public service careers, and the creation of mission-critical jobs that tap young talents. Study after study shows that young people are more inclined to engage in public service than ever before. For instance, 441,000 more young adults volunteered in 2008 than in 2007, but as internships become more of a prerequisite and less of a distinction, with over 3/4 of employers saying that they are more likely to hire graduates with prior internship experience, millions of Americans are forced to forego public service every year because of the low or non-existent wages associated with it. This economic divide is exemplified by students whose parents can afford to subsidize an internship versus those who cannot. Mr. Chairman, representative democracy depends on the participation of all of its citizens, and disallowing the majority of young people to serve their government because of financial hardships means condoning a discriminatory system. One way Congress could exhibit its commitment to socioeconomic diversity among interns is through the creation of a fellowship program that would place at least one paid intern in every congressional office to increase access for qualified, need-based young people. Using the D.C. minimum wage standard of $7.25 an hour combined with a 40-hour work week, a government intern would get $2,900 in stipends for a 10-week-long internship. This can be implemented in all 435 congressional offices for 52 weeks a year for approximately $6.5 million, giving over 2,250 young Americans the unprecedented active citizenship opportunity to work in their government. We also support increased scholarships, funding, and training programs for critical sectors of the economy, such as the healthcare industry. Every 8 seconds, one of 78 million baby boomers will turn 60 years old, and we young people want to take responsibility for our parents' and grandparents' health by providing them with the quality and professional care that they deserve. An estimated 200,000 nursing positions are unfilled at U.S. hospitals and nursing homes, and we are ready to fill this shortage, but investment in training programs is necessary so that those without 4-year college degrees can also enter the nursing and physician assistance fields. Finally, green jobs are not only a must in terms of protecting our environment, but they can also reinvigorate the middle class by providing thousands of new career opportunities to workers who are traditionally left behind. We applaud many of the workforce provisions in the American Clean Energy and Security Act and encourage the House to introduce a version of the Green Collar Youth Jobs, Education, and Training Stimulus Act, a Senate bill sponsored by Senators Murray and Stabenow, which gives appropriations to DOL to provide youth with education, paid jobs, and training in vocations such as the weatherization and energy retrofitting of low-income homes and buildings. In closing, we are confident that many of these proposed programs will help pay for themselves many times over again in the strong middle class they build, unemployment gap they fill, and market value they create. We look forward to working with the members of this committee to achieve nothing less. Our futures depend on it. I thank you for the opportunity to testify and look forward to your questions.